Monkey have a problem. Not a big problem. Not a loud problem.
Nobody knock on monkey's door, nobody send monkey a bill, nobody vote on anything, and yet every single year, something take from monkey slow, quiet, invisible.
Monkey look at the leaf pile in the corner of the hut. Same number of leaves as last year, maybe even a few more. But somehow, the bananas feel further away.
The good bunch that used to cost 40 leaves now cost 49.
Same bananas, same leaves, different number on the sign. Monkey scratch head. Monkey not remember spending more. Monkey not remember agreeing to pay more. And yet, something always change. Monkey just never know what to call it. Until now.
The monkey government, the ones who live in the big stone tree on the hill, they do not only collect taxes.
They collect something else. Something older, something so quiet.
It is called seigniorage. That is a complicated word for a simple trick. When the monkey government prints a new leaf, that leaf costs almost nothing to make, but the moment it exists, it is worth one full leaf. The gap between what it cost to make and what it is worth when it enters the world, that gap is pure profit. Pure, silent, automatic profit. And the monkey government keeps it all, every single time.
Imagine the monkey printing house at the edge of the jungle.
Big machines, lots of noise, lots of new leaves coming out the other end.
It costs 1/10 of a leaf to print each new leaf.
The monkey government then walk those fresh leaves into the market and spend them at full face value, 1 leaf each. No questions, no vote, no announcement. They make 10 leaves of profit for every single leaf they spend making them. Now multiply that by 1,000 new leaves, by 10,000, by 100,000. The seigniorage, that silent profit, pile up fast.
And not one monkey in the jungle ever see a bill for it,
because there is no bill.
The cost is hidden inside the thing monkey already hold.
Every single leaf in monkey's pile carries a piece of this hidden cost, invisible, automatic, and built into the system from the very first print. Monkey walk into monkey bank one afternoon with a bundle of leaves and a question.
Monkey say, "Why my leaves feel smaller this year?"
Monkey bank look up slowly and say, "Your leaves are the same size."
Monkey say, "Yes, but they buy less banana." Monkey bank pause. Then say, "That is a different question."
That is the difference between the size of the leaf and the purchasing power of the leaf. Purchasing power is how many real things, how many bananas, how many coconuts, how many favors one leaf can actually trade for in the jungle. That is what truly matters, not the number on the leaf itself. When the monkey government prints more leaves and sends them into the world, each existing leaf slowly buys a little less. Not because the bananas changed. Because there are more leaves chasing the same bananas. This is called purchasing power erosion.
And it happen whether monkey pay attention or not.
Silent, steady, automatic. Every new leaf printed quietly steals a fraction of value from every leaf already in circulation.
Most monkeys think inflation is just prices going up. And yes, that is what it looked like from the outside.
But from the inside, from where the monkey government sit, inflation is something else entirely.
It is a tax. A real tax, collected in real value from every monkey who hold leaves.
It is called the inflation tax. And it worked quietly, automatically, without a single vote, without a single announcement, and without a single receipt.
Say monkey have a leaf pile of 1,000 leaves under the floorboard.
The monkey government print enough new leaves to cause prices to rise by 8% over 1 year. That is 80 leaves of real value gone.
Monkey's 1,000 leaves can now only buy what 920 leaves could buy last year.
80 leaves of real purchasing power just disappeared, without monkey spending them, without anyone taking them from the pile. That is 80 leaves monkey never agreed to give.
No vote, no receipt, no refund.
The pile still says 1,000. But 80 leaves of actual buying power quietly transferred from monkey's hut to the monkey government.
This is the part that make monkey news very uncomfortable to talk about.
Monkey news anchor clear throat and say, markets are stable, leaf supply is growing to support economic expansion. Monkey watching from the couch say, but my banana budget shrink every year. Monkey news anchors say, we'll have more on leaf supply after this break.
They never come back to it. They never do.
Because the story of seigniorage and monetary financing of fiscal deficits, that is the story of how governments quietly fund themselves through money creation rather than through honest taxation or borrowing. When the monkey governments spend more leaves than they collect from regular taxes, and they make up the shortfall by printing new ones, they are monetizing the deficit.
They are turning the printing machine into a revenue machine.
And the cost of that machine run on every monkey who hold the currency.
Every single one. Not just the rich monkeys. Not just the monkeys in the city. Every monkey holding a single leaf anywhere in the jungle pays. The fiat currency system make this possible. Fiat mean the leaf is worth something simply because the monkey governments say it is. There is no banana vault backing it up. No fixed number of leaves allowed to exist.
The monkey government, working through the central monkey bank, decide how many leaves circulate at any time. This is called managing the money supply, the full pool of which economists track as M2. When M2 grow faster than the actual production of bananas and goods in the jungle, prices rise.
Simple as that. More leaves chasing the same real things, that is the engine underneath every inflationary cycle. And here is the part most videos skip entirely.
There is a difference between seigniorage and the inflation tax, and that difference matters more than most monkeys ever realize in their entire lives.
Seigniorage is the direct profit from creating new currency, the spread between printing cost and face value.
It is a one-time gain captured at the moment of creation, pocketed by the monkey government instantly and silently. The inflation tax is different. It is the ongoing, compounding drain on everyone who hold existing leaves as the purchasing power of those leaves slowly erodes over time. It never stop.
It never pause. It just quietly continue. One is a profit the government make on the way in. The other is a cost that every monkey bear on the way out. They often happen at the same time. But they are not the same thing. And only one of them shows up anywhere near a government budget. The central monkey bank balance sheet tell the whole story if you know how to read it. When the central monkey bank create new leaves to buy things, government bonds, emergency banana reserves, jungle infrastructure, those leaves enter circulation. Without monkey ever voting on them. The balance sheet expand, the leaf supply grow, and somewhere in the jungle, a tiny slice of every monkey's savings quietly evaporate. Every single time the balance sheet gets bigger. This is currency debasement.
And it is not a new trick.
Ancient monkey kings used to do it with actual gold and banana coins. Collect the coins, shave a little metal off the edge,
melt the shavings into new coins, put the slightly lighter coins back in circulation. The coins still say it worth the same.
But there is less real value inside it. Every monkey holding the old coins got slightly poorer.
The king got slightly richer. This went on for centuries.
The name changed. The mechanism changed. But the logic never did.
From ancient shaved coins to modern printed leaves, the same quiet transfer of value from the many to the few has repeated itself across all of recorded history.
Monkeys sit down on a big rock near the river and think about all of this. Real returns versus nominal returns start to make sense now. The number in the account is not the same as the value in the account.
When monkey put leaves in monkey bank and earn 3% interest per year, and inflation is running at 8%, monkey's real return is actually negative 5%.
The number go up. The purchasing power go down. Monkey bank tell monkey the leaves are growing.
But in banana terms, in real terms, monkey get poorer while watching the number get bigger.
That is the quiet math of an inflationary system. Numbers say one thing. Bananas say another. And here is the cruelest detail of all. Regular taxes get debated loudly. There are votes. There are protests. There are monkeys in the big stone tree shouting at each other for weeks. Every monkey know when a new tax arrive. Because the monkey government announce it. They have to. There are signs. There are meetings. There are angry letters. The whole jungle knows.
Every monkey can point to the exact moment the new tax arrived and exactly how much it cost them. But the inflation tax, the seigniorage funded, money supply expanding, purchasing power eroding mechanism that run quietly underneath the whole jungle economy, that one just arrive. Every year. Without a meeting. Without a vote.
without a sign on the door.
It is the most efficient tax ever designed because nobody can point to the moment it was collected.
No announcement, no debate, no protest march.
It simply happens, woven into the price of every banana, every coconut, every transaction. Some monkeys try to escape it.
They buy bananas instead of holding leaves, real assets instead of cash.
They trade leaves for things that hold value when the leaf supply expand.
This is the first move of the monkey who understands the game.
They trade leaves for things that hold value when the leaf supply expand.
This is why assets like land and durable goods often rise in price during high inflation periods.
The printing machine cannot replicate a piece of land. The monkeys who understand the game move their savings into things the printing machine cannot replicate.
Real things, tangible things,
things with limited supply in a world of expanding leaf piles.
That is the only reliable escape route.
The monkeys who do not understand the game hold leaves and wonder why the bananas keep moving further away.
They do everything right by the old rules, save carefully, spend wisely,
and still fall behind every single year. Monkeys sit with all of this for a long moment.
Look at the leaf pile. Look at the banana market in the distance. The math is not complicated once you see it. The leaves are real. The number is real.
But the value, the actual purchasing power, the real return, the banana buying weight of every single leaf, that is not fixed. That shifts every time the monkey government chooses to fund something with the printing machine instead of with honest tax collection.
Nobody came to take from monkey. And yet something was taken. The taking was built into the system, printed into the leaves, baked into the price of every banana. This is not a conspiracy. This is just how the machine was designed. Monkey understand now. And monkey cannot unsee it.
Once the mechanism is visible, once the quiet math of seigniorage, purchasing power erosion, and the inflation tax is clear, it changes how every leaf feels in the hand.
So what does a monkey do with this knowledge? The first step is always the same. See the system clearly. Understand that the leaf is not a fixed store of value. It is a floating unit, managed by those who benefit most from its expansion. The second step is to measure everything in bananas, not in leaves. Real returns, not nominal returns. Purchasing power, not account balances. What can this leaf actually buy today versus what it could buy 1 year ago? That is the only honest number. The third step is to understand that holding leaves is a choice with a cost. Every year monkey hold leaves, the inflation tax quietly collects. Not holding leaves is also a choice. Every choice in this system carries a price. Knowing the price is the beginning of wisdom.
There are monkeys who built entire systems around this understanding.
They studied the printing machine. They mapped the M2 supply. They tracked the gap between nominal returns and real returns across decades of jungle history. They did not panic. They planned.
They moved savings into assets that the printing machine could not touch.
Not because they hated leaves. Not because they wanted to break the system, but because they understood the rules of the game well enough to protect what they had built. The jungle will always have a monkey government. The monkey government will always need leaves to spend, and the easiest leaves to find are the ones that cost almost nothing to make. That pressure never goes away. It is structural. It is permanent, which means the inflation tax is also permanent. Not always 8%. Not always loud, sometimes quiet, sometimes just 2 or 3% per year. But compounding, always compounding. 40 years of 2% is not 2%. It is more than half of everything. Monkey, look at the leaf pile one final time.
The number has not changed.
But monkeys see it differently now. Behind every leaf is a printing machine. Behind every price tag is a policy decision. Behind every quiet year is a silent transfer. Monkeys see the whole picture now. The leaf is not the enemy. The printing machine is not evil.
The monkey government is not a villain in a story. They are institutions doing what institutions do, finding the path of least resistance to fund what they need to fund.
The inflation tax is not a conspiracy.
It is an emergent property of a system designed without a fixed anchor. When the anchor was removed, when the banana vault was emptied and the fiat leaf took over, the printing machine became the easiest tool in the jungle.
And easy tools get used, again and again and again, not out of malice, out of convenience, out of political pressure.
Out of the simple fact that printing leaves is quieter and faster than asking every monkey in the jungle to vote on a new tax.
So monkey must understand that the game is not rigged against monkey personally. The game is just a game with rules that most monkeys never read. The monkeys who read the rules do not always win, but they stop losing in ways they do not understand. There is a version of this story that ends in anger. Monkey learns the system and becomes bitter. Builds walls, trusts nothing.
That version of monkey is still losing, just louder about it.
Anger is not a hedge against inflation. There is another version. Monkey learns the system and becomes clear. Sees the printing machine for what it is. Sees the leaf for what it is. Sees the banana for what it is.
And makes better decisions with that clarity than monkey ever made without it.
That version of monkey is not rich because of secret knowledge. That version of monkey is simply less confused, less surprised, less blindsided by the quiet taking that happens every year whether monkey pays attention or not. The jungle is the same jungle. The same leaves. There are the same bananas.
But the monkey who understands the system lives in that jungle differently,
makes different choices, asks different questions, holds different things. What does monkey hold now? Not more leaves than needed. Not fewer bananas than deserved. Monkey holds the understanding.
And that, in a jungle built on quiet taking, is the one thing the printing machine was never designed to touch.
Monkey have a problem. Not a big problem. Not a loud problem. But monkey know what the problem is now.
And knowing, truly knowing, clearly seeing, fully understanding, that is where the real work of protecting what you have actually begins.
Monkey now know the name of the quiet thing. Seigniorage. The profit baked into every new leaf the moment it is printed.
The silent spread between the cost of creation and the face value of the currency.
That is where it starts. Monkey now know the name of the ongoing drain. The inflation tax.
The compounding, invisible, annual transfer of purchasing power from every leafholder in the jungle to the system that keeps printing.
That is where it continues every single year. Monkey now know the difference between nominal and real. The number on the account and the bananas the number can actually buy. One is the story the system tells.
The other is the story the banana market tells.
Only one of them is honest. Monkey now know why the monkey news anchor never comes back after the break.
Because the full story of monetary financing, M2 expansion, and purchasing power erosion is not a comfortable story for institutions that benefit from the printing machine running quietly.
Monkey now know that the ancient monkey kings and the modern monkey government are playing the same game with different tools. Shaved coins or printed leaves, the mechanism changes. The transfer of value from the many to the few never does. Monkey now know that assets matter more than account balances. That real returns matter more than nominal returns.
That land and durable goods and things the printing machine cannot replicate are the only reliable shelter in a jungle of expanding leaf piles.
Monkey now know that the inflation tax is permanent. Not always loud. Not always 8%. But always there. Always compounding.
Always transferring a small slice of every monkey's real wealth quietly into the machinery of the system.
Monkey now know that the system is not evil. It is just a system. With rules. With pressures. With institutions doing what institutions do.
And knowing how a system works is the only honest way to live inside it without being quietly taken from every single year.
Monkey look at the leaf pile one last time.
It has not changed.
The number is the same. But monkey is different now. Monkey see the printing machine behind it. Monkey see the policy behind the price.
Monkey see the silent transfer behind the quiet year.
Monkey have a problem. Not a big problem. Not a loud problem. But monkey understand the problem now.
And in a jungle built on quiet taking, understanding is the beginning.
Understanding is the shelter. Understanding is the one thing monkey can always hold.